There it is there, bang, on the throttle and out of the hole. People are always asking, what's best, Nissan or Toyota? True. But this time we've found some mud, some real whoopee mud, and it's horrible in there. It's horrible further up the track too. In fact, it just gets worse. This is going to be interesting to see which one of the trucks handles it. But as you know, there's not a lot between them so far, and there is one thing that you guys really need to know. There's a difference in tyres here. The 80 series is running claws, and the Patrol is running MTZs. We've set them both at 18 pounds all round just to equalise things a bit. Let's see if the rest of it's equal. Me, I'm going to go and get the snatch straps because I think by the end of this track we're going to need them. This is a very long wet patch, and you can tell that Tomo's got the right idea because he's given it plenty of momentum right from the start. He's got the old 4.2 wrapped right up and he's on that turbo. No worries at all. You don't get a lot of say in these situations. You've got to do it on momentum. Good on you, Mark. And look, Sando's doing exactly the same thing in the Patrol. Plenty of gun, probably being Sando a little bit more flair so that he can splash Watto on the way through. But here he comes, flat out, no worries at all. Yep, once again, both trucks did it, not a problem. Well, that last lot proved nothing, did it, eh? They both went through. Dramatic, but they both went through. But that's all right, because we got something even worse lined up. We're over here at the swamp. See what happens here. Righto, Sando, bring her on through. In he goes, nice and gently, but straight away he's on the throttle because you need a bit of momentum, and off he goes. Now look how he's picking up weed on the way through. That's to give him a bit of extra traction in that slippery bottom. Nah, just did it too easy, didn't it? You know, I think we're even going to be hard pushed to get a recovery out of these two trucks. But that's all right, let's see how the 80 goes. Hey Mark, how you going?
Yeah mate, I'm coming down now.
Launch when ready. I gave Mark a bit of a G up here about getting stuck, and he was going to make sure he didn't. He took a different line off the start to pick up more weed, and about halfway through you can see one small difference here because he decides to use the power. There it is there, bang, on the throttle and out of the hole. Well, both the Patrol and the Cruiser survived the swamp. Too easy really. So now we've just toughened it up again and we've pegged out a bit of a course around the old quarry. Dead steep incline, lots of articulation, quite a bit of rocks and some slippery stuff too. Let's see what happens here. The Patrol gets right into it right from the start. Plenty of power, but look at that bounce. Look at the suspension bouncing around. Oh, lovely job, lovely job. No worries on approach and departure angles either, as we found out with this little bit of a test. Not a lot separating these trucks, is there? Softer suspension maybe. Righto, no worries, into it. Bit of a slower start and then more power on. That's getting to be a big difference between these two trucks, but look at the Cruiser slipping around there. You know what that is, don't you? That's a tyre issue. I'll tell you what, I always thought claws were pretty much top of the line, but the MTZs are proving to be a better piece of rubber up here. Coffs Harbour really does test things out, doesn't it? Rock steps, steep slope, diff bangers all the way with 35-inch tyres. Totally impassable if it's rained. This is clay country. This is unreal. Lockers all the way. Let's see if it's Patrol or Toyota here. Tomo's busted 4 CVs in his career with the Cruiser, and it's no surprise that now he's got some big strong chrome molly ones in there. I think they're the ones from Snake Racing actually, and he's got Snake Racing drop bars and control arms on this truck too. You can see why, because this sort of Coffs Harbour country dictates a whole lot of strength in your undercarriage. And that's one difference between these trucks. The 4.2's a heavier motor, the Cruiser's a heavier truck. It takes quite a bit of effort to get up these hills without breaking something, but he hasn't broken anything today. Power really is the issue here, the big difference between these two trucks. Sando's driving style makes it look a little bit easier than it is, but I can tell you something. Simon said, straight after he saw his truck go up this slope, that they were going to bung the reduction gears in the transfer next week. He's got them sitting on the bench, he reckons. This slope was certainly steep enough to demand them. Reduction gears, driving style, steep slopes. It's that evolution thing that Coffs Harbour brings out in a truck. Oh, I'd love to live here. This place is awesome.
Oh, you joking? Oh, hey, what's going on here, Tomo, mate? The cruiser's having a nervous leak.
No, mate, no, mate. No, just settle the dust, mate. So
Oh, yeah, of course it is, of course it is.
Choke on it,
Yeah,
mate.
good on you.
Well, this is it. This is the one they call impassable. It's just about impossible too, by the look of it. Steep as, from top to bottom. This is insane, this hill. And if this doesn't sort out the patrol cruiser thing, nothing's going to. I wish I had Milo here though. I'd love to have a crack at this. This is a real challenge. Anyway, enough of that, bring it on. This hill's about as nasty as it looks too. But the patrol starts off no problems at all, and you can see how the soft suspension works so well over these rocky steps. Yep, there's plenty of lift, there's a bit of air too, but it doesn't bother it at all. And you know something else that this really proves? That's the strength of those limited slip diffs in the rear of those Nissans. Wow. Oh! All right.
Who needs a rear locker?
I bet you didn't think your truck could do that.
No, mate, it wouldn't with me driving, that's for sure.
Mate, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Big difference here is going to be the tougher suspension, the harder suspension, because in rocky country like this you really want soft. These rocky steps are going to kick it, there it goes, they're kicking it up in the air because the suspension's just that little bit stiffer. When it's in the air you've got no traction, we all know that. Lockers at both ends make up the difference though. The cruiser's done it, and has done it quite easily too. Little bit of smoke there, but you expect that. That's why we modify our trucks, isn't it? To go up hills like this. Oh, beautiful effort, Tomo. That was awesome, mate. Good on you.
Mate, I'm wrapped. That was unreal. I'm dead set, mate. The heart rate's about 350 out of mate, whatever. I'm stoked. I'm just wrapped.
Oh, good on you, mate. I'm not surprised you're bloody aerial half the way. Hey, stay tuned. We'll be right back after the break, as soon as I fix this sucker. Jeez. Australia really is the greatest place on earth. And I reckon the Outback is the heart and soul of our country. There's nothing I love better than getting in Milo and driving off into the vast peace and quiet that you only get when you're right out in the bush. And the best thing is, it's just down the end of your street too. So come on, this is where you'll feel the true heartbeat of Australia. Come out here and have a look.